Okay, so I would request everyone to switch on their cameras at all time of the session. Many of you were absent yesterday, and we covered the topic of permissions. Today, we would start with special permissions. There are three types of special permissions, followed by uh, access control list and pseudo permissions. So, three subtopics to discuss today. So, who would be sharing screen? So, Mansi, can you share your screen today?
You can see my screen?
Yes, it's visible.
Give me 1 second. You can see that I'm starting the instance, right?
Correct.
Okay.
It is visible. So by the time Mansi starts her instance, I'll explain what are the special permissions. So there are three types of special permissions: SUID, SGID, and stickable. So let's first discuss what is SUID. So SUID stands for Set User ID. Now you can think of SUID as like you borrow the house keys of your friend's house. So if you're borrowing, like it's like you're borrowing keys of your friend's house. So this is the basic meaning. So when you use the keys, you can access his house, right? But only under his supervision or under his permission when he is present at that time. So similarly, SUID works. So when you have SUID permission attached to a file, so whenever a different user tries to run that file or access it, it automatically gets all the privileges of the owner of the file. Is it making sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a very special type of file permission given to a file. And normally it is given to a program file, whichever files we run in the Linux. So it can be any of the commands. So commands are pretty much stored in Linux as files. Every command is a file, and those are runnable files. So we can run those files. Whenever we run a command, there is a file which is running behind in the background process. So whenever we run that file, it inherits all the access permissions from the user or from the owner of the file. And it is basically temporary. So in simple words, the user will get owner permissions as well as UID and GID when executing that file, when he is running that file or command. Now the basic syntax for setting up SUID is that, Johnny? So the basic syntax for SUID, assigning SUID, is similar to what we have discussed yesterday, the chmod command, followed by U plus S, which is a symbolic representation how we are going to assign SUID. It is the relative value, followed by the file name. So let's try with an example so you guys can understand. Mansi, can you zoom in onto the command prompt? Okay, now keep your eyes focused on the screen. We are going to run one command, that is a demidecode. So the command is DMIDECODE, demidecode. Let's check if EC2 user is able to run this command because to run this command, the permissions are only with root user or the super user. So once you execute this command,
DMI, I think she
yeah,
written
DMI,
D.
yeah,
DMI?
yeah, DMI decode, DECODE. Okay, now the command has not been found. It should have given. Okay, now let's switch to root user and try to run Demity code.
Hello?
Yeah, it is not running. I'm just checking why it's not installed in your system. Now we have to install, but we haven't got to the package installation. Okay, now let's do one thing. Let's create a user first. Now we will add a user by the name Mansi. Mansi, can you add a user by your name?
I forgot the command for.
User add. User add is the command.
There is no space between user add.
Okay, now create a file. No, wait. Switch the user to user Mansi and then create a file.
Uh,
Remember what is the command to switch user?
Ch.
Su. Su. Switch user.
Okay. So
Uh, Not chsu, it's just su. Su followed by the username.
dash, right?
No. Only the username. Okay. Now create a file.
Is it touch?
Yes, touch is to create a file.
I'll just give Mansi one.
Cannot touch. Why is it not creating a file? Okay, yeah, you are inside the root directory. That's why it's not creating the file. You have to create that file inside the home directory of user Mansi.
So just go in that directory, like Mansi.
No, you don't have to go into that directory. I'll tell you a simple way. Write command touch and give the complete path like /home. Use tab to autocomplete the command. Then Mansi, type M and press tab. Yeah, and now give the file name that you want to create. Now what it will do, it will create a Mansi file. Okay, it changes the name to something different because we have a directory as well. It will work, but it will make things confusing. Yeah. Okay. Now execute this file. Now check if the file is created. Do ll and the whole path till Mansi. Yeah, that's it. Now that file is created. Okay. Now let's assign SUID to it. So what is the command for assigning SUID? We have just checked. Chmod u plus s followed by the file name.
Could you repeat yourself? Sorry.
Yes, the command is chmod u plus s, that is the relative value,
Mhm.
followed by the file name. Now, wait, again, you have to give complete path of the file, right from slash home till ASCII. Because right now we are at different location, working location, and we are creating files at different location. Then we have to use the absolute path. Relative path won't work here. Okay, now run the same command again, ll slash home slash Mansi. Okay, you can check that the color coding has been changed and there is an S where there was execute permission at the owner section. Okay, this represents there is SUID assigned to it. And now if we put some code inside this file or create it runnable, then whenever a different user runs it, always the SUID, always the UID and GID would be the same of Mansi. So he would be having all the permissions that Mansi has, and he would be executing the file. So this is pretty much how SUID works. Now we can move on to SGID. It is similar to SUID. Only the difference is sorry. SGID stands for set group ID. SGID stands for set group ID on execution. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yeah.
I was not getting any responses. Okay. Now, SGID, you can think of it like it is a group locker where everyone who uses it keeps their belongings under the same group. So if we have a locker in our office by the name cloud computing cohort, and every one of us uses it. So every one of us would keep our files or important valuables inside it, and it would be locked in. Then files that are created here, whenever SGID is assigned, then they always belong to the same group. You guys are getting my point, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is a permission to a particular directory. And if the files in that directories are created by root user or the local user, the files will get directory group ownership automatically. Okay. Now to assign SGID to any file or any directory, we use G plus S as the relative value, and the command is same, that is chmod. So let's try to switch user to root. Mansi, can you switch the user from Mansi to root?
Uh, so just like we have to user add root.
No, you have to switch back to the root user. Can you remember the command?
Um, if I
Sudo
use sudo,
su.
I,
Right.
oh,
No. Exit from it. Press
I,
enter. Do Control C. No, not that. Okay, Control Q.
Oh, 1 second.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, you were using MacBook. I forgot.
Yeah.
Control Q command is to quit. Okay. Now change the user to root user using sudo su. Okay. Now create a directory inside slash root directory by the name AI mkdir slash root
File name.
slash AI. Enter. Now check if that directory is created or not doing ll and the whole path.
Yeah.
Okay, it is created, right?
Yeah.
Now using the chmod command, chmod plus what is the command? G plus S and the directory name. AI. Right, you have to give complete path because right now your location is home directory of EC2 user. Now
Okay.
check if the file permissions have been changed. Use the upward arrow key to get commands from the history. Yeah. No, no, just root, because AI directory is empty. Yeah. So you guys can see there is an S in the execute permission of group. So this is how we check if SGID is assigned to any file or directory. Now let's move on to sticky bit. Now we are learning how we have to assign the sticky bit, SGID, SUID. Later on, we will do various operations in which you will get a feel like how it is affecting different operations in Linux. Okay. So now sticky bit is most mainly used on folders. So it is used to avoid deletion of a folder or contents of it by other users. If we have a common shared folder by the name Enterprising AI and everyone else was is storing their homeworks in it, then there may be a case whether one of the student deletes the homework files of other students, right? So we have to avoid it because everything is important to us, whatever every student submits. So the permission to delete should be only with the owner. No one else can delete it. To give this permission, we use sticky bit. So if sticky bit is enabled on any folder, then the folder contents are only deleted by the owner who created it. And there is a catch. Root user can also delete the files of it, but only the root user and the owner. No one else can touch those files. So uh, now let's check how this works. Now let's create a directory. We have a directory, right? AI.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now create a file by the name 01. Yeah. Use the whole path. Use the whole path inside AI directory.
01.
Yeah, that's it. Execute the command. Now add the sticky bit. To add sticky bit, the command is same chmod O plus T followed by the directory name.
O plus
T,
T.
yeah, complete path of the file as we are in different location. Just the directory name. So anything inside it will have all these permissions. Yeah, execute this. Now check if the permission has been set successfully. Correct. Can you see anything? What is the change over there?
Dot.
Sorry.
The dot.
Dot was there earlier as well, right? Or not?
Mhm.
I thought root was
The first dash.
First dash is for file type. So
Oh yeah.
dash represents a
First dash.
normal file.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Now let's check. Let's try and switch the user and delete this file 01 from the AI directory. Let's check if it is getting deleted or not.
uh, what is the command for deleting a file?
Yeah. Now, first you need to switch user from root to EC2 user.
Uh,
Maybe
SU.
we
No.
don't.
You don't have to add user. You have to change user.
uh,
Can anyone guide Mansi? What is the command for switching user?
Sudo
Sudo
and the username.
SU and the username.
We
Okay.
just did it 10 minutes back. We switched to user Mansi. What was the command? Okay, now,
Maybe
wait.
no.
Yeah, now let's do one thing. As we know, we have run that command earlier in today's session only. Now let's check the history as we are forgetting the command, right? Let's go to the history and check what was that command. Yeah, now check what was the command.
SU and the name of the
Username, correct. Now execute that command.
we are going back to EC2.
Right. Use tab to autocomplete. EC2 hyphen user. That is the complete username. Now, I want you to move inside AI directly.
Said AI.
What is the command to move? Yeah, CD, correct. And the whole path. It is located under slash root slash AI. Yeah. Permission denied. Even if you add sticky bit for the directories created by user. SU means switch user, Tejas.
Okay.
And to log in as a root user, we are using sudo because we don't have the root password. So sudo is like we are taking a fake permission of the root user.
Okay.
Yeah. As we set a root password, then we can just use su root and then we have to enter the password and then we are signed up as the root user.
Okay.
Yeah. So even if the sticky bit is attached to the root user directories created by the root user, we can't access them. Okay. Now let's create another directory for the user EC2 user.
For EC2 user, we are creating another directory.
Yeah.
We are not going anywhere, right? Like in root or anything. Any other.
No, we are inside the home directory. Uh, wait. Let's create the directory at slash location.
Slash location.
No. Wait. When I mean slash location, is that under slash directory we have to create a file. Slash and the new directory name. Now what we are going to do is that we are trying to create a directory by a local user. Then we will then we will create some files inside it. Again, we will switch to a different local user and try to delete those files. Okay. Now, is the directory created, Hansi?
No.
No. Wait. We have to create that directory inside slash. You don't have permission, right? You are the local user. Then switch back to, okay. Switch back to root user. Now we will, as this is not working, we will try to understand two concepts simultaneously. And correct me if you get more confused in it. Now, I want you to create, okay, you have that directory, right? List down the contents of AI directory.
Contents of AI directory.
Yeah. Okay, there is one file. It is having these permissions. Now, I want you to list down the permissions of AI directory. Okay, everyone can see AI directory.
Yes.
Yeah, and there is a T at the end, which represents that sticky bit is assigned to it. Okay, now what we will do is we will change the permissions using chmod command. We will give all permissions to it. So what would be the octal value if I want to give all permissions to owner, group, and others?
777.
Anyone of you can? Correct, 777. Now I want you to change the permissions to 777 for the directory AI.
Is this correct?
Yes, it is correct. And now I want you to check the permissions for AI directory. So now the permissions are quite confusing. If you check, the color coding has been changed. There is an execute permission. There is an SGID associated with it. And now I'm not able to see the sticky bit permission because it is executable now. So sticky bit is gone. Sticky bit is only associated with directories. If we convert the directory to a executable file, then sticky bit won't work. But there is a way through as well. So now let's create a directory inside slash by name AA. Yeah. Now change the permissions to 777 for that directory.
Sorry, slash A only.
No, chmod. Then you have to give the octal value 777.
Oh,
Yeah. And then the file name or directory name. Execute that command. Okay, now I want you to add sticky bit to that directory. Chmod u+t, that is the command, and the directory name. Okay. Yeah. Now check if the file permissions have been changed and what is the color coding.
It's U+T or O+T.
No, no. LL only slash. It's O+T, sorry.
Should I do it again?
O+T, sorry. Yeah. Do it again. O+T. Can you zoom in more? It's harder for me to read those commands. Yeah, that's fine. Good. Yeah. Now check again the permissions. Go about. Okay. Now there is a T earlier that wasn't present. Correct? Now we will switch user to EC2 user and create a file inside.
Which user to EC2,
Two.
and then we are creating a file.
Yeah. Now create a file inside that directory. /AA. No, 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 no. Now what you have done, can you identify the mistake you have made?
Because the directory name and the file name is same.
You created AA file inside slash. I wanted you to create any file by any name inside AA directory. So you have to give complete path. Remember that always. Yeah. Followed by the new file name. Make it 99. Yeah. Execute it. Now check if that file is created inside that directory. Long list the contents of AA directory. Okay, that file is created by EC2 user. User, owner, and group are EC2 user. Now I want you to switch to user Mansi and delete that file. Sudo exit it. Sudo su Mansi.
Okay.
Or to go back to root if this doesn't work, because we haven't assigned any password to Mansi. That's why this issue is coming. Now execute this command. Okay. Now I want you to delete the file that we just created by the user EC2 user.
The one that we created AA, right?
Yeah, the file by the name 99, I want you to delete.
Command for deleting the file should be
It starts from R.
rm
Okay, now we'll try this command. rm-rvf
hyphen.
rvf. So I am using all three. Wait. Hyphen rvf, not slash. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
rvf. F for forcefully. And the absolute path for the file 99. Always use tab so that you won't get any name, any file or directory names incorrect. Mansi, enter 99.
Oh.
Yeah. So now, even after using F option, that is forcefully, we are not able to delete that file. This is the magic of special permissions under sticky bit. But root can delete that file. Root has all the privileges in this world of Linux, so he can delete that. So this was how SGID, SUID, and sticky bits operate and how it works. Now we are going to start with a new subtopic. It is also very important, which is access control list. Does anyone know or guess what is access control list? Can anyone make any guess what it would be?
The list of access that can be
Yes, it is a list of accesses. So you can think of ACLs like personalized keys for each person in your office. You're working in office and you have personalized keys of the office for each person. So you can give special permissions to specific users without changing the whole system then. So another example for it would be uh, whenever in project management, if a project manager needs to give client something, some files to only read, then he would use access control list. So the client gets read only permissions, while the other access, complete access, is with the team. So we can do something like if I'm the project manager, Tejas is my client, and others are my team members. I want Tejas to have read-only access to our files, and every other user in the office should have read, write, execute access. At that time, we will create an access control list, which will allow me to have these type of permission configuration. Sorry. Just give me a minute. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Actually, I'm having some throat infection. Okay. Now let's do this access control list practical example so we can understand how it would work. For that, I would like to create another directory by the name project inside slash by root user. You don't have to zoom in that much. It's too zoomed in. Yeah, that's enough. Change the user to root. Create a directory by the name project under slash sudo su. No, 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 no. No. Okay, okay, okay. That's fine, but we don't have to specifically write root in the command whenever we are switching to root user. We can just use sudo su. It would go back to root only. Now change the directory to slash using the command cd slash. Okay, create a directory by the name project. Now long list the slash. Locate where is the project directory. Okay, now I want you to add user Tejas. User add Tejas is the command. Now I want you to add another user by the name Avinash. Okay, now everyone please pay attention. Now we are going to set access control list, and there is a difference in this command. So we would be using the command, the syntax would be set facl is the command. Okay, setfacl, set facl, followed by -m. Then if we have to assign it for user or group, if it is user, then we will use U option. If it is group, then we will use G option. So set facl -m space U, correct. Then there is a colon. Don't leave any spaces now. Colon. This command is quite long, so just bear with me. Then we have to give username. So give the username Tejas. Now we have to give permissions. What are the permissions that I want? Let's give him all the permissions. Read, write, execute, RWX. Okay, now space. Wait. After Tejas, you have a colon, and then permissions. Read, write, execute. And now the directory name that we just created by the name project. Space/project. Yeah, execute this command. Now it has successfully executed because it hasn't thrown any error. Now we have to check if access control list has been set. To check it, we have a command getFACL, GETFACL, and followed it is all without space, followed by the directory name, complete name, /project. Okay, so the access control list has been successfully set. Now we will try to switch user to uh, Avinash.
We don't need
We
to.
added we added Tejas, right? We added Tejas. Then we have to switch to Tejas. Sorry. Tejas, what was your question?
Uh, we don't need to switch to that particular user when we want to give uh, permissions.
Right now, as I am the root user can assign access control list, and I have defined for which user I am setting the access control list. For Tejas, I am giving permissions read, write, execute.
Okay,
So yeah, the local users are not allowed to give permissions to others. Only the root user can give.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you didn't
Mansi, all yeah,
because you
sorry.
didn't go to Tejas user and then give the permissions. So that's why I asked you.
Yeah, access control list permissions are only given by root user
Okay,
right now.
okay.
Yeah. And I have explicitly mentioned for which user I am setting this access control list.
Yes.
Yeah. So right now, Mansi, use sudo su tejas, quit it. Why is it asking password for a minute? Do exit. Yeah. Now switch to root user and then log in as Tejas. Sudo su, sudo su. No, no, no. We don't have password for that. Do Control D. In your case, it is Command D. Okay, yeah, Control D. Now switch. Do sudo only su. Don't type root. Why is it asking password for Avinash? It's not making sense. Okay, I'll look into this error. This should not happen. Actually, we are making any mistake, I guess. So as time is going on, if you don't have any problem, then can we wrap it right now? We are close to 1 hour session because I need to look into this error. Everyone is on mute or any problem?
Yeah, yeah. You can.
Yeah. So I just have a question for you all. Have you understood the special permissions? We can practice the ACL tomorrow. SGID, SQID, and sticky boot. Have you all understood it?
Yes.
Yes.
Is everything clear?
Yeah.
Or do we need to take one more session on it, on configuring permissions? All good? So far, so good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Then thank you. Thank you for guys. Thank you guys for attending.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.